Hello and welcome back to another video. This will be the confirmed FIFA 22 player Chelsea ratings for Ultimate Team. Didn't play foot too much last year, so I'm going to use the base cards they got, not the winter upgrades, when I'm comparing how much they went up by. I'm not going to go over the individual stats. I'll be here for ages complaining about why EA don't watch football. I'll just do the overall ratings. First player Kante from 88 at the start of 21 to 90 now on 22. He deserved the increase. 90 is about right. Could maybe push to a 91, but moving on to the next player, fairly happy with Kante's. Big Rom Lukaku, up by 3 from 85 to 88. And yeah, pace increase, shooting increase is what I like to see, dribbling increase as well. Yeah, that's good. 88 is about right, could maybe push 89, but you know, not going to be too greedy. Jorginho, 85, I think he should be a bit higher, 86 I would give him. His passing should be high 80s, if not low 90s. Oversight by EA there, but we'll take an 85, it's not terrible. Thiago Silva, 85. Yeah, I'd like to see, because he's old, EA, they're not kind to players that are old, which is a shame, but yeah, they've downgraded his pace, obviously. And then that's about it. Moving on to the next batch of players now. Next batch of players. Werner, down by 1. To be fair, I thought it'd go down by 2. Shooting down from 85 to 81. Evidently, there's no complaints about that. Moving on to Havertz, 84. I don't think he deserved to get downgraded. I think he should have stayed the same. Maybe stat decreases, but should have kept the same rating. You don't score the Champions League winning goal and get downgraded, in my opinion. Anyway, Ziyech moved to a right winger from the cam as well. 84. I think it was 85 last FIFA. Yeah, he was. Yeah, another downgrade. Fair enough. Can't complain too much. Money Mace up to 83. It's about right. Up from 80, I think, was it 81? But yeah, can't complain too much about that. Some would say can be a bit higher. I think 83 is about right. Wouldn't mind 84, but nah, I'd stick with 83 myself, to be honest. Right, third batch. Starting off with Edouard Mendy, 83. Probably should be higher, but it's EA, they don't like to give massive increases straight away. But could easily be 85. Considering Ter Stegen's 90 and he hasn't done anything in 2 years, says it all. Anyway, Kovacic, I think he should be higher. I think he should be 85. Honestly, yeah, I think it's a big oversight from EA there. Rudiger, you could have gone up a bit more from 81. Problem, it's not even Rudiger's rating to me, it's his pace. He's probably one of the fastest players in the league. If EA done their stats right, he'd be around 93 pace, but they don't. Sal gone down, obviously didn't play too much athletic last year. When he did, it was opposition playing wing back. On to the next batch of players. Next batch, this batch is a bit sour tasteful. Azpilicueta, somehow been downgraded, don't know how. I think he's one of the most consistent players around. I think one of the most underrated players around. 83's a disgrace to him. His stats just look average as well. Before I speak anymore, let's move on. Pulisic, he can't get out the clinic, so I'd say that's about right, 82. Chilwell, up by 1, fair enough. Reece James is bad though. If Mount's 83, Reece should be at least 83 too. I mean, he should probably be higher. If Trent's 87, Reece 81, I don't think they're that much. There's that much of a difference in them, if any at all. Moving on to the next batch. This batch as well, following the last, doesn't start well because Christensen 80. I think that's a disgrace. I think he should be 83. Kepa 79. Can't really complain, to be honest. Alonso 79. Can't really complain. His shooting should be higher. Barkley, I don't care. Yeah, next batch. This is actually the last batch now. Starting off with Callum, 77. He's been a silver throughout the last fucking 5 FIFAs, don't know how. Finally a gold, and I think 77 is still too low. I'd give him about 79. He should be a wing back as well. His defending shouldn't be 40, he should be about 74 something. Should be mid 70s at least. Passing should be a bit higher as well. That's high 70s. Shooting deserves to say 60s. Pace dribbling, about right. I'd say dribbling could be a bit higher. Pace is about right. Ruben. Well, he has to just keep getting downgraded, really. He's not getting a lot of football. His loan spot for Fulham weren't the best. 75 is about right. Lucky not to be silver, to be honest. Malang Sarr, silver's about right, to be honest. Haven't watched him much. Chalobah, yeah, EA aren't going to upgrade to 1 overnight. I understand that. I think maybe he could be 74. But yeah, that's one for the future. Grand scheme of things, you wouldn't think we're the champions of Europe. You'd think we're some mid-table club like Arsenal. Some of them ratings are a disgrace, but yeah, we move. Next week, hopefully we can improve them.